Do you know how often your rental property will actually sit vacant? That is known as the vacancy rate. Hey everybody, it's Randy Wolfe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about vacancy rate. It's the percentage of time where your property is vacant. It's not rented out, which is a problem because that means it's not bringing in any income. So let's dive into that right now. Vacancy happens for a ton of different reasons. There's turnover, there's repairs, there's weak markets and weak demand. Even the best markets have some level of vacancy. And so I'm going to talk about that now. Be sure to stick with me till the end of this video. I'm going to show you how to plan for vacancies so that they don't completely wreck your cash flow, because that is something that is really, really important that you do. But first off, when you're factoring in vacancy rate, what you'll do, the formula is you just take vacant units, divide that by your total units, and that is your vacancy rate. So example, let's say that 2 out of 20 of your units, and when I use the word units, that can be interchangeable with houses. So if you have multifamily properties, maybe we're talking units where it's like, let's say a 8-plex, that's 8-unit property, but you can use this the same with houses. So let's say I'm going to use the word houses. 2 houses out of 20 houses are empty. That means your vacancy rate is 10%. Or 2 units out of your 20-unit apartment is empty. That means your vacancy rate is 10%. So investors must account for vacancy when underwriting deals. Now, typical conservative estimate is 5 to 10% of gross rent, depending on the market. So that means basically 5 to 10% of your gross rent should be set aside each and every month to account for vacancy. So a pro tip is you can keep vacancy low by marketing effectively, by screening tenants carefully. And I do want to say screening tenants is very, very important. If you don't screen your tenants, you're setting yourself up for evictions and problems. So make sure you screen your tenants carefully. Also, maintaining your property well. A clean, well-priced unit will definitely rent faster. If your price is not dialed in to what the market is paying, and your property is not well maintained, you're going to have a hard time renting it. And you don't want to end up basically letting a property sit too long because you're trying to rent it for more than it's worth. Be competitively priced. I've made this mistake myself to where I feel emotional that, hey, I know this property should get this much. The market's cooled off and that unit just sits vacant for way, way, way too long. Now, a little value nugget I'll give you is this. Vacancy is inevitable. It's going to happen and you're going to run into it, but planning for it really does make it a lot less painless. So if you have a really good understanding of vacancy rate, how long a unit's going to typically stay vacant, you can really set back that money aside to offset whenever they inevitably do go vacant. If you want to learn more ways to protect your hard-earned cash flow, or just in general learn how to invest in real estate, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to like this video, actually. I don't ask that enough. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm putting out content each and every single week. And if you're interested, you can check out my private community. I'll put that link in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.